All right, let's talk about the great debate of having custom ear molds on your hearing devices versus domes. I recently had an experience where I got to try an over-the-counter pair of hearing aids, and I put an old custom mold on it, and I noticed a difference, hands down. So let's dive right in. We got to lay some groundwork here. My name is Emily. I have a moderate to severe hearing loss, and on a regular daily basis, I wear my behind the ear model with my ReSound ones. Keep in mind this has a custom mold because this hearing aid type requires more power. The bigger tube allows the sound to go through and improves sound quality. So I just want to start this by saying if you have a moderate to severe loss, severe to profound, you should already be seeing an audiologist, and you should definitely have custom molds. So let's talk about custom mold and domes in 3 different categories. The first one is cost, next is comfort, and last but not least, sound quality. When it comes to cost, domes win hands down because they're just cheap and widely available. Custom ear molds start at about $80 each. They require an audiologist to create a mold of your ear. They send that mold into an ear mold company who then makes your ear mold that you wear and sends it back. And a lot of times, the first time they don't do it right, so you have to keep sending it back. So domes in terms of a financial cost are just cheap, dirt cheap, but custom ear molds cost a lot more and they also take a lot of time to make. So that's something to keep in mind. Now, in my opinion, that's the only downside of custom ear molds for hearing devices. Next, let's talk about comfort. Domes are simply flimsy little silicone things that go into your ear canal. They really are kind of a one size fits all. There are lots of different sizes of domes, but once you have that dome, it's kind of whatever you've got. So if you have an ear canal that's not perfectly circular, it can cause warping and kind of some disconfiguration of your dome. And this can lead to itchiness, discomfort. It kind of falls out and it's just not as great. I have found that ear molds, custom ear molds, are so much more comfortable. When I was trying the over-the-counter pair of hearing aids with the domes, my ears were so itchy. So itchy. I forgot how itchy my ears could get. And I will say with a caveat, this could be because of the increased airflow I was having in my ear. With my typical hearing aids, my ear mold really blocks my ear canal and it doesn't allow the air to get in. With a dome, there's more air. This can help introduce natural sound into the ear, but where I'm so hard of hearing with my moderate to severe loss, I don't get a lot of natural sound. So that's why a custom ear mold just is better for me comfort-wise. So keep that in mind. If you have domes and your hearing aid or hearing device is so itchy, you don't want to wear it, you should definitely find an alternative solution. Try different sized domes or try custom ear molds. The last piece of the debate between domes and custom ear molds is the sound quality. Sound quality is drastically improved with the custom ear mold because it is fit to your ear. It positions the receiver or the tube, depending on the model of hearing aid you have, properly in your canal. It's able to center it and stabilize it. This ensures that the sound is moving as smoothly as possible without interruption from your hearing device processor into your ear. With a dome, again, it's just flimsy. It depends on the shape of your ear canal. There's more likely to have bubbles and disconnects and things like that. And so the sound quality with a dome is just not as good. And I was totally reminded of this when I tried the over-the-counter hearing aid. Over-the-counter hearing aids are approved for adults with mild to moderate hearing losses. My right ear has a severe hearing loss, but I still want to try these over-the-counter devices to kind of compare against each other and experience them. So when I tried this over-the-counter device in my right ear, I noticed that I just struggled to hear. And I realized I have a silicone removable custom ear mold dome for a receiver in the canal model for this hearing aid. So let me try it. And I did. So it's a little discolored because it's old. I have not worn receivers in the canal for probably 10 years, but I hung on to this. I'm glad I did. So I just took off the dome and I inserted the receiver into this little custom ear mold. And the sound quality was so much better from when I was wearing it with a dome to the custom ear mold. The reasoning for this is because the positioning improved the sound quality. The positioning of the receiver went right into my ear, was fit properly, directed that sound, and I was amazed. I was so much more impressed with the operation of the hearing device because I had a proper fitting earpiece. So I just stress this again. That's a severe hearing loss in that ear. And so if you have a severe, profound loss, you definitely should be in a custom mold of sorts. And if you have a mild to moderate loss with an over-the-counter hearing device, you can get away with domes. Just realize that there are other options out there with ear molds. They just cost more and take more time, but it's your hearing. So if you want to unleash the true power of your hearing device, I highly recommend custom ear mold domes. Do you have any questions for me? If so, I would love to hear in the comments below. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great day. Bye.